Hello and welcome to English with Jimmy. Today's subject is For a Few Slangs More. That's the title, okay? Few Slangs More by popular demand. Lots of students like slang words and like expressions that not very formal, okay? So let's start. Brass monkey. Brass monkey means very cold. So turn the heating on. It's brass monkey outside. So what is the story of brass monkey? Brass monkey is a tray where they used to put the balls of lead that they use in the cannons, the soldiers, like a pyramid on that tray, which the tray is called brass monkey. I don't know why, but they call it brass monkey. When it's too cold, that tray shrinks and the balls fall off it. Okay, hence the word brass monkey as an indication of a cold weather outside. Okay. Cut the mustard. Cut the mustard means come up to expectation, reach the required standard. So if you want to cut the mustard in a subject, you need to understand it very well, okay, and explain it very well. Example here, I didn't cut the mustard as a hockey player. He couldn't be a very good hockey player, but in studying, we like to cut the mustard in explaining grammar, so we don't waste time. We just explain grammar rules straight to the point to make it easy for the students. Hoo-ha. A hoo-ha means a commotion or a fuss. The film was causing such a hoo-ha. A very successful film, or people are talking about it. Everyone wants to go see it, and the story is great, or the actors are great, so it's causing a hoo-ha. Okay. Throw a tantrum is to behave like a child. I want ice cream. I want chocolate. I'm not going to bed now. Okay, things like that. That's throwing a tantrum. When someone behaves like that, he is behaving like a child. Okay, if I don't do what he wants, he throws a tantrum, behaving like a child. Tuck in has two meanings. If your mom is cooking a nice dish, a spaghetti or something like that, and she puts it in front of you for dinner, and then you say, come on, tuck in, which means you got the food in front of you, start eating. Also, tuck in can be used when you say, when you take a child into bed, you put him into bed and then you tuck him in. You tuck the sheets underneath him or the duvet or the cover. Okay, that's also called to tuck someone in. Snogging is like cuddling and kissing your wife or your girlfriend while you're sitting in front of on a sofa, okay, sitting on a sofa in front of the telly or something like that. That's called snogging, okay? Let's have a snog, all right? Another similar word to snog is snuggle, okay? So it means to settle down in a comfortable position, like you come home, you had a supper or something like that. You went to the delis and bought some nice food and a nice glass of wine or bottle of wine, and you put it in front of you and you're watching a football match or something. So you snuggle and in a comfortable position, okay? It's similar to snogging, but snuggle, yes, you can snuggle by yourself actually, but snogging requires two people. Huddle up. Huddle up is an expression said in American football or in rugby. Or in basketball or volleyball, it's like when the players and the coach get together in a circle to discuss the game and the tactics that they are going to use. Okay, there is another huddle up in rugby. It's called the Scrum, where the players leave the ball in between them, the two sides, and they push each other to get the ball. But that's different from huddle up. Huddle up is something. An expression said by the coach to bring the guys together, all the players together, so he can talk to all of them. Hush money is some kind of a bribe. He used it as hush money for his mistress. So someone who doesn't want to be exposed, okay, in front of his wife as having an affair or something like that. So he paid her some hush money to keep quiet. Frigging hell is, instead of using the F-U-C-K word, which is very rude, it's still frigging hell is a little bit impolite, okay, and offensive sometimes expression. So, but some people say it when they are angry, okay, like frigging hell, the car won't start, okay. Yes, okay. Dish the dirt. To dish the dirt is to reveal or spread scandal or gossips about someone. Okay, he was happy to dish the dirt on his rival. That could probably happen in politics, like in elections. It's like, they call it mud slinging. Okay, they try to tarnish each other image. So dish the dirt, or tell the dirty secrets, or the skeletons that in a cupboard that the person is hiding about his past, especially in politics. Okay, a fibber is a liar. Fibber is a liar. So here's an example, but it's in a nice way. Okay, it's in a light way. So it's all over your lips, and you say you didn't eat the ice cream. You fibber. So his mom can see the ice cream on the child's lips, and he said, "I didn't eat the ice cream," but he did. Okay. So hence the word fibber, which is a little bit lighter than a liar. A fling means to have an affair. Okay. Um, she claims she had a brief fling with him 30 years ago. So a fling is to have an affair or a relationship or liaison. Okay, something like that. We call it a fling. It has like a brief sexual relationship. Sometimes a fling can be very short. We call it one night stand. You meet someone in a disco and you could have a relationship just while you are a bit tipsy or sozzled or drunk, and then you don't remember, and that is a short, very very short affair. Or it actually can't say it's just one night stand. But a fling is a brief sexual relationship or affair or a relationship, okay, or liaison. A gravy boat. To be on a gravy boat means to get money in a swindling way, not an honest way. Okay, so we can say he is on the dole. On the dole means he's not working, and hardly lifts a finger to do any housework. Okay, and his wife supports him. Okay, so he's on a gravy boat. Okay, like he's getting he doesn't give, he only takes. Okay, so to be on a gravy boat, some people say it's to profit, to get some money unexpectedly, or money illegally or dishonestly. Okay, you acquire money this way. Well, okay, you could be on a dole, you're not working, but you're still claiming universal credit from the government, okay, and you could be doing like a bit on the side, like working in a pub or something, just getting some cash in hand. So you don't declare it to the taxman, and at home he's too lazy, his wife is doing everything. It's like being on a gravy boat, so everything is almost free for that person. Okay, that's the word for it. Okay. He is human after all. When someone behaves like he is infallible, like he's perfect, he's so clever, he doesn't make any mistakes, but then suddenly he makes a mistake. So you can say, oh, he's human after all, like you, or you are human after all, like you make a mistake. You're not Mr. Perfect who doesn't make any mistake. Palava means elaborate or complex procedures, unnecessarily, okay? So palava means there is a lot of palava involved, like lots of complicated papers to sign and things to do. It's a palava, okay? Okay, that's sometimes you could say someone is making a palava of a subject. He's just making it too difficult and too complicated. Bullseye is the red circle in a darts board. If you play darts with, the game of darts, okay? If you play darts, bullseye is the red, or if you are doing shooting, the red circle in the middle, which is the exact spot where you should, the best shooter, okay, or you could be spot on it, okay? We call it bullseye. If you're playing darts, it's worth 50 points, okay? He hit the bullseye, so bullseye means 50 points, and if you're playing darts, or it could mean 50 pounds if you're in the market. So how much is that thing? If you're asking about something, and if the seller said to you, it's bullseye means it's 50 pounds, okay? Also, bullseye. But the most expression that we use is that It's exact. You gave the right answer. You hit the nail, the hammer on the nail, or you hit the nail on the head. Exactly. Okay. Bullseye. Neck and neck is an expression means for two equal competitors, especially in politics. If you have example here, okay, the latest poll indicate that the two main parties are neck and neck, like equal. We don't know who's going to win the election. Okay, neck and neck. All right. As you know, in England we have the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, and sometimes in the election they are neck and neck. Okay. It's like the Democrats and the Republicans in America. Won by a whisker or won by a nose. When two horses are in a race and they cross the line together at the same time, they take a photo and they look at it, and the nose of which horse is near the line, the finishing line first, is a winner. And sometimes we call it a whisker. A whisker, like what the cat has got on its face, okay, won by a whisker, which means by a very, very tiny margin. Okay. So here's an example. The reigning champion won the race by a whisker, okay. He who yields the dagger shall never inherit the throne. The example for that, we say, the king's assassin will never reap the fruits of his evil deed, okay, which means the one who killed the kings is not going to become a king. Someone else will, okay? He will never reap the fruits of his evil deed because he killed the king. That's a famous phrase, okay? He who yields. It happens in politics a lot. If someone in politics tries to topple the prime minister and get rid of him or make him resign or something, he's not going to be a prime minister. Someone else will, okay? So he who yields. It's a political expression, that one, okay? But I thought it would be worth knowing because sometimes we talk about it. Again, cloak and dagger. Cloak is like the coat that you wear on your back. I don't know, but it's not exactly a coat. It's a cloak, okay, and a dagger. They say cloak and dagger in the corridors of the palace, which means conspiracy, okay. Which means some kind of espionage and intrigue and mystery and secrets and planning and so on. So we call it a cloak and dagger. In every disco, if you go, there is a cloakroom where you can leave your coat, okay? And you take a number and you pay, I don't know, a certain amount of money if you go into a discotheque or to a club. So cloak and dagger. To add insult to injury, okay, means to make a situation, a bad situation, even worse, okay? So people were forced to work longer hours, and to add insult to injury, the company decided not to give. Yes, sorry for the interruption. Add insult to injury. It's to make a bad situation worse. Okay, so people were forced to work longer hours, and to add insult to injury, the company decided not to give them any pay rise. Okay, so not only they got to work longer hours, okay, they are not going to get any money increase in the salaries for it. Okay, so that means to add insult to injury. Bob is your uncle. Bob is your uncle is to explain something that's so easy. So you say, fill in the forms, and Bob is your uncle, which means you just do a simple thing, and then the job will be done quickly. Bob is your uncle. We use it a lot, actually, okay? If you're trying to fix something and it's easy, or if you're trying to do a certain work, and you think it's difficult, but someone will show it to you and they say, oh, come on, that's it. You just do this and that, and then Bob is your uncle. It's easy. A wise prima donna leaves the stage while the audiences, okay, are clapping, okay, which is, it means you don't stay on, like you don't overstay your welcome, okay. If a prima donna on the stage and the audience are clapping and cheering and they're very happy with her performance, okay, she should leave while they're still clapping. Don't keep standing over there until they stop clapping, okay. So a wise prima donna, okay, leaves the stage while the audience still applauding. Hit the nail on the head, which means find exactly the right answer. Okay, you hit the nail on the head. If someone is asking a difficult question and you answer the correct answer, okay, you hit the nail on the head. Okay, and then pantomime. A pantomime is a theatrical entertainment mainly for children. Okay, pantomime involves music and jokes and slapstick comedy, and is based on a fairy tale or a nursery story, usually produced around Christmas. We call it pantomime. Okay, sometimes we call it panto. I hope that I can do this in another video, is to talk about the abbreviation or the shortening of words to use the first 3 letters, okay? Because that is used a lot. So on for headlines or something, you might find the word panto. They mean pantomime, okay? And so on, like halls, they mean holidays, okay? Or ops, they mean operations. They shorten every word. This is the way we like to speak, and obviously natives and the people who live in England understand this, but probably non-natives, okay, won't understand what is meant by the first 3 letters sometimes, okay? Well, that's it, girls and guys, and I hope you enjoyed that one as well for a few slangs more, and I thank you.